So I'd like to thank everyone who's watching this recently and just anyone who subscribed recently. It's a really big favour you're doing me, making my channel grow, and yeah, nearly 100 subscribers. So if this episode gets it to 100 subscribers, that would be awesome note to finish on. And yeah, just like to thank you guys for watching, and I got a bit of surprise for you at the end of the episode, so you might want to stay tuned. So start off this episode by buying a Mark Schwarzer. The reason I buy Schwarzer is he gets chemistry with Michael Dawson because same league, and also he was the best keeper I could find at the time for the price in the buy it nows, because Howard actually doesn't have as good stats as Schwarzer, so I went with Schwarzer in the end because he's the better choice. So start off this episode by playing a guy called AFC Chelsea. He is obviously a Chelsea fan. He's got, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Chelsea players, excluding Arteta, Nani, and Valencia. You know, this was a very pace-oriented team, but he's also got Chelsea. The main theme, obviously, is Chelsea, which I never really understand. You know, if you want to make a Chelsea team, that's cool, but surely you'd want to just go and play the normal game. But that's just my opinion. And Tarap there with a nice elastico chop and finishes on his left foot. What a beast! What a beast Tarap is! What a beast and what an animal he is. He's an absolute legend for this club. Done the work in midfield. He just he runs up and down the pitch. Yeah, his stamina seems to always be roughly similar to what it was at the start of the game, which is amazing. And then the corners. You know, what are you gonna do? It's one of those ones where even if there's nothing I could have physically done. But Ivanovic, you know, after doing something good, decides he's going to go and do something bad and score an own goal. What a fool. Douchebag of the day for Mr. Bratislav Ivanovic. And that's how the game finished. I was ecstatic, you know. This guy was probably better than me, to be fair. But to take a 2-1 win, you know, I defended well. I basically played how England played against Spain and just defended with my life and managed to scrape a 2-1 win. So I was really happy with that. But, you know, I wasn't looking to do that again for any time soon. And for those of you who wonder where my coin count goes, you know, and what some things I spend on, I haven't showed contracts this series because that's just boring and nobody wants to watch that. But I did show that squad fitness just so you know where 1,000 coins have disappeared to. And yeah, with my players back at full fitness, I decided to go into the next game. And this is a good, I believe it's a mix. Well, it was a bit mainly a Liga BBVA side, but then he's got a Brazilian defender, Demba Ba, and yeah, I think that's it. And he's also got Mr. Angel Di Maria, but he is of Argentina. Yeah, Argentina. Don't know, I just had a mind blank there. But yeah, so Liga BBVA. But the Italian stallion from Serie A, from Milan, Mr. Cassano makes it 1-0 with the driven shot off the post. You know, that seems to work quite well in FIFA 12. I do use that quite often if I'm just going for the win. You know, that is a really good finish. And this was a bit unlucky because I don't know if that's a penalty or not. It's one of those dubious, doubtful decisions, as I call them. You know, I mean, FIFA has some really stupid decisions in this game because of the tactical defending. You know, it's the first time they've done it, so I'm gonna let them off, EA. You know, I'm not gonna have my EA rant as all of you expecting. No, I won't have an EA rant yet. I might have one in the video if something comes up, but I don't think there is. But yeah, this guy does a nice shimmy with Di Maria and finishes it nicely. That's a great finish. Di Maria, great player in real life. I think he got injured at the weekend playing for Real Madrid. Last time I checked, when they beat Osasuna 7-1 demolition. But he's a really good player and he's getting on pretty well at Real Madrid, to be fair. But you know, when someone scores, they're gonna be like, "Yes, I'm coming back. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Yes, we can do it." And then yeah, I scored. It was just funny because I was just, you know, that's what you want to do in football, I guess. You know, just as soon as they score, get back at them. And I was just trying to tease with this guy, and Tarap does some nice skills. My crossing, I put it on, I think, semi, so because of I tried to score some nice Rabona goals, but you know, that time it was an average cross. But this ball's really lucky because it just finds Ben Arfa and beats him when he's beating the defender. And I felt sorry because he didn't deserve that. That goal shouldn't have really stood. You know, it was really lucky for me that you know, interception, and then I passed it to him. So I thought it was quite lucky, to be fair. And then douchebag of the day number 2 is this FIFA player who I don't know his PSN because that was just stupid. Like, FIFA rules, like the first rule, you know, don't pass out from a goal kick. It's not Pro Evolution. Oh, dearie me. But nevertheless, 5-1 win, you know. As I said, in tournaments, I always go for the win, you know. Skills are good, and I do try and I use them just to beat people, but not to show off, because I always go for the win. And you know, usually when you do try and really show off, it's hard to always get the win, especially in tournaments when you come up against good players. But you see here, this is where we are in the tournament, semi-final time, getting into the really competitiveness, and I keep trying to get in, and this happens a lot with FIFA for some reason, Ultimate Team. You get into a game and there's nobody on the other side. Like, I've done it like 3 times and nobody's there. But then eventually, when I see the latency bar there, I do get paired with this FC Rostock guy with his German league team. German league teams, by the way, are beasts. They are really good guys. I recommend getting them. German league, or he's got a Kadira there, to be fair. But German and German league teams are really good. They're usually quite good at skills. Quite a lot of them are 4-star. They got decent pace and great finishing. That's one thing Germans have, great finishing. And the heel-to-heel flick from Ben Arthur does wonders there. And that was an awesome finish. I was just like, yes, come on, because that was just a brilliant finish. Under the keeper, through the legs. You don't get many of those on FIFA, so you got to take them when you get them. Get a bit lucky here with Cassano, but he plays out wide to Danny. Mr. Zenit St. Petersburg, I don't know why he didn't play for Portugal recently. Beats one defender, does a roulette to beat the other, and places it nicely into the bottom corner. So that makes it 2-0, I believe, with Danny scoring there. And I was very happy with that, you know. 2-0, I thought it was going to be another rout. But I don't know, my defending, Michael Dawson, I went all wrong. The only criticism, if I was going to honestly say to EA, if anyone from EA is watching this, which I highly doubt, but I'd just like to say, the thing is, why defending is crap on this game is because you've made pressure and tackle the same thing. So sometimes you're going to want to pressure, and you know, you want to tackle, and it ends up in a mess. But nevertheless, from kickoff, which I seem to be really good at doing, I score again with Jovetic. Just the pace beat his team. And this guy brought his keeper out there. He gets it away sort of, but then it comes back to Jovetic, who plays it through to Ben Arthur with the skills, and he whips it in, and Cassano just beats everyone. That was a really good cross. I was happy with the cross there, because you know, when you cross it on this game, it's hard. It is hard to beat the last defenders, especially when you're playing on semi-crossing for a noob like me. So some nice skills here with Mr. Cassano, and he just places it rather, into the back of the net, and I was just like, oh, this is a walkover. Psh, who is this guy? What's this team? He ain't good. He ain't the FIFA Grizz, like, who is he? And then he's just like, yeah, you know what, you're right, let's just go and play some Modern Warfare 3, you know, I'm not good enough for FIFA, just let me stand aside. And I was just like, oh, okay, you do that, son. So, you know, I was in the final, I was really happy, you know, getting to the final. You cannot complain about getting to the final of a tournament. But this guys, this is probably the best team I've ever come across. This guy's team, when you see it, is absolutely phenomenal. Probably, I recommend, if you can make this team, I'd say I would absolutely destroy people on a regular basis. But in-form Nani, in-form Van Persie, and in-form Bale as his front three, I was literally speaking louder than this, and I was pissing myself. I was really pissing myself. When someone's got that attack, they have to have some sense of the game. But I don't know. I really don't understand people. Like, the thing is, right, people who have good players are crap. I don't understand why. It amazes me. The people I come across on ranked matches with good teams are crap. They are horrendous. And this guy was no exception. You know, 1-0 though. It was just a standard triangle in L1. Threw a ball over the top. Play it through here to Ben Arthur. Really nice pass from Mr. Jovetic, and he makes it 2-0 in 10 minutes. Game time, and I was happy because this guy's attack is phenomenal. Van Persie, the team. I just think this team is too overpowered. But a really lucky series of events, and Bale, you know, he's half falling over, and he can still do that. That's how good this informed Bale is. And he makes it 2-1, and I was getting worried. You know, I was thinking, wow, this guy, you know, he got a goal back, like he could score again. He was defending alright until that, and bam, Cassano scored against ya. What you gonna do? Yes, KSI, I stole your phrase. How'd you like it, son? How'd you like it? But that was an awesome finish from Cassano, beastly finish. And these little triangle balls do the job. And I don't know who that was offside, but he was just standing there, and I play it to Danny, I believe. Yep, that's Danny, and he makes it 4-1. Although I'm not sure, and I keep doing this celebration just because it was I'm really bad at guessing celebrations, so that happened to be the one that I knew at the time. So pardon me, guys, for that. And you see here, I get I concede a penalty rather, and I was really annoyed at conceding a penalty because, you know, when you concede a penalty, he probably did deserve it, but it's just annoying in this game. It's really annoying, and that's, I guess, what I can say. But Jovetic here, another good ball and a great finish. And you know, this guy was crap. He was rubbish. I'm being purely honest. I don't mean to be rude, but for a guy who's got that kind of team, I think he should have done personally a lot better. But that's just my opinion. And I played it through to Jovetic here. I thought he was offside. And you know, I get the rebound, and it's one of the worst finishes you'll ever see, like a little P roller underneath the keeper. But you know what, I'm not going to complain. I've won the tournament. My big non-Brasquilla lads have won the tournament for me. The Advanced Cup, 2,000 coins. Mr. Mark Schwarzer with the man of the match trophy as well. You cannot complain about that. I was happy. And you know what, I think it was a really good series. To be fair, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making it. And yeah, to cap it off with the tournament victory is pretty darn awesome. So 6-2 the final score, and that is the final game of this series. You know, I could make another one, so you know, you might want to look out for that, guys, and maybe subscribe to get me to that 100 subscriber mark, which would be pretty awesome. But you see my record and coins there in the top right if you just want to go back and have a look. But this is the team you could win. You could win a Mark Schwarzer in goal, very reliable keeper. Danny Simpson, you know, great right back, good pace, and you know, does the job. Michael Dawson, an absolutely beast centre back, along with Bruno Alves. They're both so strong and so good. Antunes, I could have bought Contral, but you know, in the end, this guy did the job good enough. Valera, absolute machine, converted to left mid. Danny, everyone knows Danny in FIFA. He's an absolute monster with the skills. My favourite player, if you get this guy, he's not the best player, but he is a machine, coming from me, and I've played with him so many games. Ben Arthur converted as well, another beast from France. And Jovetic also converted, another beast with the 5-star Techers. And finally, from the first 11, Mr. Antonio Cassano, wonder kid, Italian stallion. You'll be getting him first hand from me by entering the competition. I've got this Marzu guy because he was good for me, and I thought, you know, as a silver, you might want to keep him. Giovinco, 91 pace, 89 dribbling, nothing needs to be said. Mr. Busofa, you know, he's got decent stats, 5-star skills. Not my favourite player, but good player to have anyway. And the player of the moment, Mr. Luis Carlos something Nani, 85. You could win this guy. All you have to do is what I am going to put on screen next. Also, you could win Andrew Villas-Boas. I forgot to say that. But yeah, to enter, all you have to do is subscribe, like the video, comment on what you would like to see from me next, and yeah, I'll pick a number from the comments from random.org. So hopefully you guys really enjoyed this series. It's been a pleasure to make it, and yeah, follow me on Twitter, and peace.